If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/LordBloodDraw. There you can help support the production of Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wrackin' Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. And Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Blooddraw's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/LordBloodDraw for the love of horror.
Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Geese Force. Today's mission is as follows. That intrepid explorer in time and space, Captain Zero, experiments with picking up sound waves from the past and overhears a plot to assassinate a famous historical figure. Stand by for action as Captain Zero meets Hernando Cortez.
Captain Zero. Captain Zero. Research explorer in time and space. Somewhere, in a remote, uncharted region of the planet called Earth, stands the laboratory of Captain Zero. In this secret location, known only to a few in the outside world, Captain Zero and his associates experiment in time and space to learn from the past, to plan for the future.
Contact has been established. We now transmit you direct to the laboratory of Captain Zero. Please stand by.
What are you doing, Captain?
Just checking the sound wave segregator. I had to replace a capacitor in the pentode circuit.
Captain Zero,
Yes?
just exactly how does the sound wave segregator work?
The actual electronics are pretty complicated, Jet, but the principle is simple enough.
What is the principle?
Well, as you know, all sound is caused by vibration. When you strike a bell, it vibrates. If you pluck a violin string, it vibrates. When we talk, the breath across our vocal cords causes them to vibrate.
Yes.
Now, these vibrations are transmitted to the surrounding air and travel out in all directions in the form of waves, which we call sound waves. In free atmosphere, sound waves travel at the rate of 1,092 feet per second, or almost 745 miles per hour.
Man, how far do they go before they die out, Captain?
As far as we know, they never die out. The farther they go, the weaker they become, but they never completely die out.
You mean the words I'm saying right now just go on and on, even though I can't hear them anymore?
That's right. Every word that was ever spoken on Earth is still traveling on ever-expanding sound waves.
Golly.
And with a proper setting of the sound wave segregator, we can pick up those sound waves and hear the words over again.
Captain,
Yes?
could you bring in the words we've just been saying?
Certainly, that's easy. Just set the time for a few minutes ago, the location for right here, lock the controls, and throw the switch. The farther they go, the weaker they become, but they never completely die out.
You mean the words I'm saying right now just go on and on, even though I can't hear them anymore?
That's right. Every word that was ever spoken on Earth is still traveling on ever-expanding sound waves.
Golly.
And with a proper setting of the sound wave segregator, we can pick up those sound waves and hear the words over again.
Captain,
Yes?
could you bring in the words we've just been saying?
Certainly, that's easy. Just set the time for a few minutes ago, the location for right here, lock...
Ricardo! Ricardo! Vieni aquí!
Captain, you didn't say that.
Sí, Espinosa. ¿Qué desea usted?
You didn't lock the controls, Jet. Those sound waves are coming in from Mexico, 1519.
¿Y dónde va? Voy a la casa de Hernando Cortez.
Hernando Cortez. Set the language rectifier for Spanish, quickly.
¿Por qué usted va a Cortez? Es del orden. No tan a prisa. Un momento before you go.
Is that Cortez, Captain?
No, listen.
I have decided that now is the time to get rid of Hernando Cortez. If we work fast, we can dispose of him within the hour. Get the others and return here as soon as possible.
Captain, did you hear that? Somebody's planning to get rid of Hernando Cortez.
Stand by to activate the time machine.
Yes, sir.
Set it for Veracruz, Mexico, July the 10th, 1519.
Right.
Petro,
Yes, Captain.
stand by for operation of the time machine.
Yes, sir.
Electrogenerators, 8.913. Clytron output, 4.337. Set the trilotron at 20.991.
Right.
Ready, Jet?
Ready, sir.
Ready in the electro chamber?
Ready, sir.
Stand by for signal. Activate the cycle reactor. Good. We're cracking the fourth dimension and projecting back into time. 1900, 1800, 17, 16. Increase milliphase, 90.7. Bring up resistance on the cycle reactor. Hold it. 1550, 25. Stand by. 1519. Cut cycle reactor and lock it. Double power, Citro. Stand by to activate the view screen.
Yes, sir.
Bring up the target voltage. Increase image acceleration very slowly. Look, there's the fleet of Hernando Cortez in the harbor of Veracruz, Mexico, in the year 1519.
But what about those men who were plotting against him?
Stand by to refocus to the camp of Cortez. Now, pinpoint location.
time is ripe. Even now, Cortez is alone in his quarters. Poor Cortez. It is too bad he must meet with an accident. And I am afraid this accident will be most fatal. Most fatal. Ricardo.
Ye?
Sit down. Where are the others?
They're coming. What happened to the Aztec idol?
It met with an accident.
Oh?
See, it got in the way of my knife.
Oh.
Manuel, Jose, sit down. Now listen to me, my friends. The time has come for us to act. Unless we take over these ships and sail back to Cuba now, we may never see Cuba again.
What do you mean?
I have been with Cortez. He is not satisfied with the gold we have already taken from the Indians, nor is he satisfied with the rich presents we have received from the ambassadors of Montezuma. Now he thinks to conquer Montezuma himself.
You mean march into the interior of Mexico with thousands of Aztec warriors on all sides?
See,
With but 400 men?
see,
399. I think I will stay here.
you will have no choice, Ricardo. Unless we get rid of Cortez, we all will find ourselves in the temples of the Aztec gods as human sacrifices.
Human sacrifice? How do we get rid of Cortez?
Simple. I will make a friendly visit to him in his quarters. You three will post yourselves to take care of his officers. I will take care of Cortez. With him out of the way, I will be in command. We will then load the gold we already have into the ships and sail back to Cuba.
But this is mutiny.
No, my friend. Merely a difference of opinion.
See, you are right.
Good. You will wait at your posts until I have disposed of Cortez. Then you will strike. Understand?
But how will we know when Cortez is finished?
When you hear me blow on this whistle, you know Cortez will be dead. Then you will strike. And strike quickly. With Cortez and his officers out of the way, nothing can stop us.
But suppose Cortez learns of our plan and sets a trap for us.
Impossible. Only you three know of this plot. And I am quite certain that none of you will talk, because if you do, I will learn of it. Cortez. Trust.
We are taking a great risk.
You will take an even greater risk if we continue to follow Cortez. It was easy to sail here from Cuba, and it was nothing to conquer the natives on Yucatan, and it was great sport tossing their gods out of the Aztec temples. But now we are in Mexico, on the edge of the great Aztec Empire. Already Cortez has gone too far. He has gone much too far. And Montezuma, even now, the great Montezuma, the chief of the Aztecs, knows we are here. He could decide to make war on us right now, and then... What do you think our 400 soldiers could do against thousands upon thousands of Aztecs, eh?
What, are not the Aztecs afraid of our horses and cannon? Do they not think many of us are gods?
See, but how long do you think they will be afraid? When once they find out that we are only men as they are, and that we die as they do, eh? No, we have come far enough in this strange land. And once Cortez is out of the way, the whole army will be most happy to return to Cuba. We already have much gold. And do not forget, the governor of Cuba will reward us handsomely for eliminating Cortez.
Governor Velasquez would be most pleased to hear about the death of Cortez. We would all be rich.
See?
I am with you, Espinosa.
Jose?
Good.
Ricardo? Or do you wish more persuasion?
No, you are most persuasive.
Good. At the change of the guard, I will call on Cortez in his tent. It will be quick and easy. Now, go to your posts and await my signal. It will not be long in coming.
Si.
Ricardo.
Si.
Do not fail me, because if you do, Hernando Cortez will have company in his grave.
I see what you mean. I think I can do without his company.
Good. In a few minutes, all will be over for Cortez.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
In a few minutes, all will be over for Cortez.
Jet,
Yes, sir?
stand by to refocus to the headquarters of Hernando Cortez.
Yes, sir.
If these Indian maps are correct, it's about 200 miles to Montezuma and the capital of the Aztec Empire, Tenochtitlan. With luck, we should reach there in about 2 weeks. If I can conquer this city of gold, this Tenochtitlan where Montezuma rules, the entire Aztec Empire will crumble. Yeah, but there is more than gold to be gained here. There is an empire.
Capitan Cortez. Si, Espinosa. Come in. Sit down. I have a matter to discuss with you.
What sort of matter?
I have decided to march to Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire.
Oh?
If we can defeat Montezuma, all of Mexico will be ours.
What will I do with all of Mexico?
Think of the gold that will be yours.
We already have gold.
But there is much more in Tenochtitlan.
Capitan, you cannot hope to conquer thousands of Aztecs with only 400 soldiers.
What you forget, we have 15 cannon and 16 horses. Well, these natives have never before seen cannon and horses. They fear us as they fear their own gods. Besides, I have discovered a great weakness in the Aztec Empire.
What is that?
Montezuma is hated by many of the tribes that he has conquered. These tribes will side with us to overthrow his rule. Already the Toctanocs have offered men and supplies.
See, but not until we subdue them.
Tribe by tribe, we will subdue them all.
But the natives are known for their treachery.
I think I can outwit them.
Espinosa, what is it?
What is it? What is keeping you? It's getting cold out here. You fool! Get back to your post.
What does he want?
Only to go into the village. The entire Aztec Empire can be ours, Espinosa, with a little bravery and daring. But there's more than gold to be gained here. There'll be land grants for us all, and an entire country for King Charles of Spain.
What of Velasquez and his rights in this expedition?
Velasquez will get his due. All that remains now is to convince the men to march into the interior.
I am afraid for some of them it will take a lot of convincing.
Oh, I will find a way.
What do you want now? Hurry up. This waiting is killing me. Get out of here and wait for my signal. What is going on here?
One of the guards was seeking instructions.
In the future, when someone comes to my quarters, I will give the instructions.
Si, Capitan, but I was only trying to save you trouble.
Yes, Espinosa, you are a good soldier. Forgive me. Look, I have already marked the route that we will follow to Tenochtitlan. It will be hard and dangerous, but it will be well worth the risk. First, we will go to Jalapa.
Jeff.
Yes, sir?
Stand by to activate the pressurization chamber.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jeff. Throw the switch.
Vector wave condensers are opening. Turbo activity is increasing. Voltage is building up. Spark gaps are closing. He's transforming to electrical impulses and beginning to dematerialize. There he goes. He's gone.
What do you mean, breaking into my quarters like this?
Your friend here was going to kill you.
Oh, trying to kill me, eh?
Look, you don't think I'd bother to
This
come...
man happens to be one of my most trusted officers.
Nevertheless, he was going to stab you in the...
Just who are you? What is this strange uniform? Where do you come from?
Look, I only came here to help you. This character was going to get rid of you and your officers, then lead your army back to Cuba and collect a reward from Governor Velasquez.
Oh, maybe Velasquez sent you to kill me, eh?
What's the use? Jet.
Maybe Espinosa here was the one that saved my life when you sneaked into my quarters. Maybe that's the way it happened, eh, my friend?
Now, wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute, whoever you are. I am going to write a message to Velasquez. It will be written in your blood.
With my compliments, senor.
You could have killed me.
After all the trouble I've gone through to save you, no. Take it.
What?
Now maybe you'll believe me.
Espinosa is a traitor.
You take a lot of convincing.
Ah. There is mutiny in my camp, eh? My men want to get rid of me, eh?
No, Capitan, no.
Tell me, how many others are in this? Tell me, quickly.
3, Capitan, 3.
And who is behind this plot? Who?
This man standing right here. He is the leader. He forced me against my will. I tell you, he did, yes.
This man?
Yes,
Okay, Jet. Take me back.
Try again, Espinosa. And this time tell the truth or I will cut off both your ears. It was Velasquez. See? See?
It was Velasquez, Capitan. He wanted you out of the way so that he could take your place. He forced me to help him. I had no choice.
And how could he force you when he is still in Cuba? Pig. Thank you, my friend. Must have failed. He's gone. It's strange. But whoever he was, he will always have a friend in Hernando Cortez. Some of my men would return to Cuba, eh? We shall see.
Ep50, when are you going to...
Capitan Cortez,
What do you want?
I was just wondering how soon we start for the interior of Mexico.
First, I have to settle the mutiny. Come with me to the shore.
Si, Capitan. Si.
As long as there are ships left in the harbor, we can still get back to Cuba.
What's Cortez going to do, Captain?
Refocus to the harbor.
You mean he's burning his own ships?
That's right, Jet. He claimed they were unseaworthy and burnt them right down to the water's edge. Cortez was a man of action, and burning his own ships was one sure way of preventing his men from deserting. He was the only one in his army to see beyond the gold. And without ships, his men could do nothing but follow Cortez westward in his successful conquest of the Aztec Empire. Hi, boys and girls. Greetings, fellow Z-men. I want to tell you how you can become a commissioned officer of the Zero Explorers in time and space and receive an official space passport and identification card. This passport entitles you to travel in accredited spaceships to any planet in our solar system. It also contains my official signature and photograph, as well as regulations for space travel and procedure for rocket ship blast-off. Just send your name and address to me, Captain Zero, in care of this station. Your letter will be forwarded to my laboratory by guided missile, and I will immediately send you your official space passport and identification card. So, till we meet again, fellow Z-men, good luck in time and space.
Be sure to be standing by when we again transmit you to this remote location on the planet Earth, where Captain Zero and his associates will conduct another experiment in time and space.
Well done, Star Cadets! The first phase of our mission was a rousing success! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment!
If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/LordBlooddraw. There you can help support the production of Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wracking Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wracking Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. and Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Bloodraw's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/Lord Blooddraw for the love of horror.
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our mission. Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, finds himself framed for crimes he did not commit on the alien planet Ankapor. Stand by for action as we witness the trial of Rocky Jones, Part 1.
Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. In The Trial of Rocky Jones, Chapter 1.
So that's Ankapor. What do we find there, Rocky, except fuel for our next hop toward Earth?
Just about anything. There's a saying that if you can't find it on Ankapor, it doesn't exist.
And the fashions, Biff. Exquisite creations. Or they're even copied on Venus.
The city never seems to go to sleep. Maybe that's because it's underground. You don't know if it's day or night.
That sounds like a good place for moles.
Worse than that, it's a haven for criminals from other moons and planets. La Volga, the ruler, refuses to sign treaties or alliances that would make extradition possible. So these criminals have complete freedom, just as long as they obey the laws of Ankapor.
Rudy DeMarco, you were magnificent in the sports arena last night. You're a great athlete.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Will you join me?
Some other time. We're on our way to see La Volga.
Oh.
Dr. Reno, Rudy DeMarco, Peter Vartando's fine friends.
Oh, you will be sorry to hear this, but bad fortune is caught up with Peter Vartando. Maybe you got a little something for an old friend?
Get away from us.
Here's the clearance order for your spaceship, Griff.
Thank you, sir. I've done some excellent trading here on Ankapor, La Volga, but now I must leave.
Oh, I'm sorry to see you leave, Griff. What's your destination?
The moon Nagato. My cargo is extremely valuable, and I'll pay any price for an escort spaceship. I want to guard against any possible piracy.
I'm afraid that's out of the question, Griff. I'll guarantee you the safety of your cargo while it's on Ankapor, and through our 1,000-mile limit into space. But beyond that, it's of no concern of mine. Dr. Reno, don't tell me that you and Rudy are also leaving Ankapor.
I regret it, but we must soon.
Oh, yes, of course. Your athletic tour of the planets. Well, you must hurry back, Rudy. This morning, my small daughter, Jonica, was telling me of her undying love for you. She expects to marry you when she grows up.
I'm flattered, La Volga.
You really impressed my people with your exhibitions of strength and skill. Do you suppose there's a man anywhere who can match Rudy in any encounter?
We haven't found him yet.
Spaceship Silver Moon, licensed as the XV3, calling Ankapor.
Pardon me one moment. This is La Volga, Potenton of Ankapor. Come in, XV3.
Rocky Jones, sir. Requesting permission to land for refueling and minor repairs.
Granted. Set controls for free flight. I'll bring you into the subterranean spaceship dock.
Thank you, Lavoga.
Then bring your crew to headquarters for briefing of laws and conduct on Ankapor. Out.
Does this change our plans? Do we leave sooner than we intended?
Why? We have no reason to fear the Space Rangers. Rocky Jones can't force Lavoga to change the laws of Ankapor.
Rudy DeMarco. Dr. Reno.
Yes?
Strange that you should say that Rudy had never met his match, and then Rocky Jones arrives. Isn't it true that you'd be sitting on the throne of Herculon if it hadn't been for the interference of this Space Ranger? And what are you now? A powerful freak. A man who lives like an animal at the end of a leash, entertaining crowds by displaying his strength and skill in combat. I, too, have met defeat at the hands of Rocky Jones. But here at last is our chance to even old scores with him, and to be rid of this Space Ranger forever. We don't dare leave here now, because we know he might be waiting for us outside the 1,000-mile limit to arrest us.
And take us back to the United World's prison.
Gentlemen, if you value your freedom as much as I do, the finish of Rocky Jones must be written here on Ankapor.
Welcome to Ankapor.
Thank you, Lavoga.
Whether it's pleasure or profit you're looking for, you'll find both. I ask only that you live according to my laws during your visit.
Certainly, Lavoga.
Oh, don't worry about that, sir. Obeying the law is number one in Rocky's book.
A man receives my praise or my punishment only because of what he does here on Ankapor. I can be loud in my praise and severe in my punishment. I hope you understand.
Oh, sure. Sure, I guess so.
Please enjoy yourselves during your visit. May I recommend the Cafe Ankapor? The food there is excellent.
Thank you, Lavoga.
Hey, this looks like really great food.
Delicious, just sensational. It's cosmic colossal.
I'm amazed at all these delicacies.
And what about you, Rocky?
Well, the food may be good, but look.
I'm beginning to see what you mean, Rocky.
So men like that can commit all the crimes they want someplace else and then be welcome here.
Rocky, look!
Who is it, Rocky?
A man named Griff. The only traitor who was ever in the Space Ranger service. There's very little to choose between him, Rudy, and Dr. Reno.
Gosh, Rocky, who can we expect to find here next?
Hey, mister, how you like to be friends to Peter Bertando? He's one fine fella. He'll choose you.
Pinto!
You got something for poor Pinto Bertando? Yes?
Excuse me.
Maybe.
For the last time, you beggar, get away from here.
Oh, Pinto. Who is it who calls Pinto Bertando?
Over here, Pinto.
Then, so beautiful. And Pinto Bertando's fine friend, Rocky Jones. Hello, the crew of the spaceship Silver Moon.
It's real good to see you, Pinto.
Look, I gave you my last warning.
It's all right. He's a friend of ours. Grab a chair, Pinto. Sit down.
Once Pinto saved the little fella's life, huh? It was on account of those rascals over there.
funny place, Rocky. You cannot say nothing about nobody.
Rudy DeMarco, this is my daughter, Jonica. It's about time we met. I understand we're going to be married someday.
Father.
Won't you join us? Thank you.
Oh, Pinto. I've carried this for some time, hoping we'd meet. It's to you from Secretary Drake for the service you gave the United Worlds.
A Medal of Honor for Pinto Vartando. Mr. Secretary likes Pinto, huh?
Oh, yes.
Pinto keeps this always, no matter how poor he gets.
That beggar Pinto is important to us.
Maximum reading on fuel gauge, Biff. Cut the intake tubes.
Right, Rocky.
I'm going to City Cave to clear the Silver Moon out of port. You two better stay here until I come back.
I sure wish we could take something with us, Rocky.
You mean some of those exquisite gowns, Dina?
No. One thing named Griff. And a couple of things named Rudy and Reno. Right back to United World's prison.
We'll catch up with them someday, Vina.
Pinto is poor. Right up to here.
Good. Eat hearty, my friend.
You're a fine fellow, Rudy. Pinto likes this Ankapor where bygones are bygones.
Rudy. Well, come on, Pinto. I'll really show you the sights of Ankapor.
Just the two of us, huh?
Sure.
There were two men, two jolly men.
Who went out to see the town, and they saw the town again.
There were two men, two jolly men.
Who went out to see the
The
town.
meeting should be near the entrance to City Cave. Take care of your part in the plan.
Completely bold. So, Pinto took the one with girls. You try, Rudy. Come on, Rudy, you try. Rudy, why you hit your friend Pinto? Help! Somebody help! Help! Somebody help! Help! Somebody help Pinto! Pinto's in difficulty. He's outnumbered. Help!
Big hero stuff. Well, this will be the end of you.
Watch your friend Rudy take a beating.
Move. Back to the passageway. Come on, move.
I can't understand what happened. Rudy's always punctual. Volga, look.
This sort of behavior is not tolerated on Ankapor. I demand an explanation.
You'll have it, Volga.
Pinto. Oh, Pinto!
What happened, Rudy?
Volga, I must ask you to arrest this man for assault, attempted murder, and robbery.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Volga, Rudy DeMarco's charge that I assaulted him is an absolute lie.
And yet you admit striking the first blow.
Yes, but only because Pino Vertando called for help. Because of the beating Rudy was giving him.
I'd like to see this man, Vertando. And then face Rocky Jones with Vertando's version of it.
Find Pinto Vertando and bring him here for questioning. And since you base your entire defense on this one man's testimony, it is my order that you be imprisoned until he is found. My apologies for this most unfortunate incident.
Any sign of him? Vina, maybe I better go by the city cave and have a look around.
Rocky told us to stay here until he got back.
Why has he gone so long?
Or maybe he stopped by the cafe to pack a lunch for us.
The XV-3?
Yes, sir.
Any crew members missing?
Only Rocky Jones, and he's not a crew member. He's the commander.
I have an order from the Volga. You will board your spaceship and remain there until further orders. Any attempt to escape will be considered a crime against Ankapor. A guard will be posted to see that this order is carried out.
But we take our orders from our commander, Rocky Jones.
You'll take your orders from the Volga. Now climb aboard.
Can't you tell us what's happened?
You'll be told in due time. Be careful not to be seen.
Rocky Jones. Rocky.
Yes?
Be careful. Do you recognize this?
Of course. It's a Medal of Honor I give Pino Vertando. How did you get it?
Dennis said it would introduce me. Just listen carefully. Rudy and Dr. Reno have a plan to discredit you with La Volga. They tried to find Pino and silence him, so he came to me for help.
Where is Pino?
He's hiding in the work cave. I have my own reasons for working against Rudy. I'll take you to Pino before it's too late.
Reno, now you, Griff. Yes, Rocky. Too bad we didn't meet sooner and join forces. Hold him, boys. Use the cargo hoist to get him aboard the spaceship. The shock of the blast-off will revive him. Set controls for 0240. That'll give me time to be in La Volga's office. All right, synchronize instruments for blast-off. Come on, I don't want to be a passenger. My cargo is aboard the YC-47, La Volga. I've promised delivery of it to the Moon Nagato, so I must be on my way.
Hurry back, Griff. You'll always be more than welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Lavolga. As I was walking up the corridor, I looked in the prisoner's cell. He's escaped. Rocky Jones escaped? Impossible.
Lavolga, Commander Zandorf of the YC-47. Is Griff there? Emergency.
Griff. Yes?
The YC-47, sir. It's blasting off. It's being stolen.
My cargo.
It's Rocky Jones. He blasted off with my cargo. That's piracy.
I'll get your cargo back, and the criminal. I guarantee it, Griff. Mrs. Lavolga, have my pursuit ship ready for immediate blast-off. Come with me.
There's my ship, Lavolga.
A few more minutes, Griff, and your worries will be over. We've caught up with him. Now we magnetize, board the ship, and take him prisoner. I told you I'd catch him. Keep him covered, Griff.
Of course, I want to see this business through to a finish, Lavolga. But I have one request. As you know, I've pledged delivery of my cargo. With your permission, my commander and crew will blast off and fulfill my contract for me.
Granted. This will clear spaceship YC-47 from Ankapor.
Thank you, sir. This will see you on your way. And don't forget the most important cargo. Intervertando.
You're gonna tell the truth, Griff, right now.
Thank you, Rudy. Bring the prisoner in.
Lavolga, you have to listen to me.
My tolerance is exhausted.
By your laws or anyone else's, a man has a right to speak in his own defense.
A last warning. One more outburst out of you and you forfeit your right to speak. Seat the prisoner.
Over there.
My apologies, gentlemen. Crew members of the XV-3 waiting, Lavolga. Bring them in.
Rocky.
What have you been up to, Rocky?
Yeah, what have
you been doing?
You're in the High Court of Ankapor. You'll be seated and remain silent.
High Court? Rocky, what is this?
I said be seated.
I questioned the guards. Rocky Jones' crew made no attempt to leave their spaceship.
I don't know what I did, but I'm starting to feel guilty.
In my opinion, Lavolga, the crew members are completely innocent.
I agree. Proceed.
The prisoner will step forward.
Well, I still don't know what I did, but here I go.
Biff, it isn't you, it's Rocky.
Huh? We don't want crime on Ankapor. Therefore, our punishment is more severe than any place else. Rocky Jones, you are charged with assault, attempted murder, and robbery. I also find the charge escape from the prison of Ankapor. Next in your list of crimes is theft of a spaceship, an attempt to escape my jurisdiction, and finally, piracy of a valuable cargo.
But Lavolga!
Silence.
But you must listen to me. Even if Rocky Jones were the type of guy to do those things, believe me, Lavolga, he just didn't have the time.
Silence. I alone will judge the guilt or innocence of Rocky Jones. Remove the prisoner and hold him for trial.
Be with us next week, same time, same station, when we can take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.
Great job, Star Cadets! The captain will debrief you in a moment when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns!
Mission accomplished, Star Cadets. You've all served with valor and honor. Captain Zero, Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, and I, Captain Paxar of the Interdimensional Peace Force, salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.